Right, so if we hop into this, so it'll be, I mean, I don't know how long you want to do this for, but it's going to be, I'm aiming for an hour or more if that's chill with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
However long we go over is just up to you and however things go.
I don't have anything to do. Like, all I'll be doing after this is getting sloshed and playing Siege, so... Clearly, I've got a very busy schedule.
You've got a fantastic schedule. Hello and welcome back to the Redcast. I'm your host, Troy, and welcome back to the show all about exploring the world of entertainment and the many forms it takes. And we are here with episode 2 of season 2. As always, this episode was available 48 hours early for my patrons. If you'd like to get to listen to the episode 2 days early, just head over to www.patreon.com/RedArchLive and donate as little as £1 to get that early access. Today's episode features Twitch streamer and YouTuber MarioInATopHat as we talk all about his PSA series Payday, Modding Payday 2, as well as his wider Twitch and YouTube career, and there's some really, really great moments in this episode. It might well be my favourite of the show so far. If not, it's definitely high up there. It's a really, really fun time, and I can't wait for you all to listen to it. But as one little extra teaser, if you are interested to find out some of the future guests coming to the show, I will be doing some big reveals very soon on both my Twitter and my Instagram. So if you'd like to see those guest teasers, make sure you follow me on @RedArchLive on both platforms to keep in touch with all future news for the podcast. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode just as much as I did recording it. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So yeah, quite simple, starting off by just saying how you doing today. You doing well?
Good. Just streaming as always. Just streaming, pretending that I'm good at Siege, which I like to believe that I have good stats. It's just I spent the entire stream like pistol only, and every time I looked at chat, it was like, you're bad, or you're hacking. It's like, make your mind up. But yeah, not too bad.
I'm awful. I am literally, like, I looked at the KD when I was turning your server earlier. I was like, it can't be good. I was thinking it was like 0.6 or 0.7, and it was 0.4.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, no one's going to check that unless they're like really just... They need everything they can get. Like, they're playing quick match. They're just like rushing, what's the KD so I can roast them? I mean, I have chat turned off anyway. You can say anything. I won't even see it. I'll just be too busy just killing my teammates, probably.
Literally exactly what I did. I streamed Siege a couple of times on YouTube, and there was one particular moment when I think it was a private match because a bunch of people wanted to do a game, so I did a private match with a bunch of subs, and then one person just literally ran in front of me, and I don't know why I fired my gun because it was during like the prep bit, and just completely executed him, and that guy's literally never let it go since.
Target practice.
It's just the summation of how bad I am at the game. Like, that's just basically
I hope they never get rid of it, because like when I'm playing with like friends, like that's like a classic thing. Like I gotta like just a little bit of team kills, just to keep morale up, humble my teammates for getting too many kills.
You want to take the limelight, basically. I'm on top of the leaderboard. Let's fix that.
I gotta like nerf myself a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about with you, because I feel like there's some prime opportunity here for some, Is
it gonna be Crime Party?
It's gonna be Crime Party.
What? So I could go on about this, but was there a question you had about the video? What's not to understand about the video?
Well, I just want to start off by talking about how you got started off with YouTube, and because Crime Party was the first video, I assume there's going to be a bit of focus.
Well, it's the first on that channel. I mean, I had other channels, which I'm not going to ever say the name of, because if anybody found out, they'd find even worse. Like, Windows Movie Maker, like, I was watching, like, when I was young, I was getting that brain rot watching, what was on YouTube at the time.
Oh,
it was just YouTube poop. You had like CDI, you had like, Zelda, you had not Dr. Mario, Hotel Mario, maybe I had Dr. Mario. And it's like, I was like, I want to do that. What do I get? And maybe it was a joke to say like, you need to get Windows Movie Maker, so I got that. And I don't know if you've ever used Windows Movie Maker. It's not like good software. It's, you have to like drag everything to like a big square, and it just makes no sense. So I thought I was hysterical, I was like showing all my siblings, like, oh, look at this, I've made like, Ronald MacDonald is like saying fuck, like, so that's that. So I already had a little bit of like, I wouldn't really say expertise, but I already had the interest.
I used Movie Maker for like 4 years, so.
It's not good.
It's bad. I used it from the start until like, it was, oh no, it's a mess.
Every time you see that like classic like blue background, white text, it's like you're going to see a good video.
Oh, I never used that. Thank God, I never stooped to that level, because that was just even putting text on screen just felt really awkward, because like there wasn't much you could do with it or anything. It just like you could tell it was Movie Maker.
Yeah, but when it comes to like MarioInATopHat, I actually don't know when I made that account. I'm guessing 11 years ago, I guess, whenever that video came out. But the thing is with that video, like on its own, it doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
I mean, back then what you do, you just find like a weird video that you might think, oh, that's a bit quirky. Like, I don't know, was it McGruff the Crime Dog? Just some video about the internet. So I'm like, there was also like, I don't know if you remember like when YouTube used to have like, you could reply to like a video. Once Upon a Time. You
I
can
don't
like
think I
literally like
remember
just put RE this video, and I don't know what the actual meme was, but there was like some kind of like meme back then that was like something party, and I clearly didn't understand what was supposed to be funny about it because I just made a video of just like random things happening with this music playing. Like I don't even know the name of that song, but that was what everyone was doing with those kind of memes. So that's why that exists, because it was, I'm assuming, originally an RE this video. I can't believe it's not getting more views because, you know, I'm right here. Like, where's the views, man? Like, this is one of the best videos on the internet. Why do you know about the video? Did I show this to you, or did you just find it?
No, I watched because the thing with your stuff, I don't know whether I mentioned this to you.
Oh, the stream that I did where I went through all the videos.
Yeah,
right?
the way I used to keep up with your stuff, because I started
God.
because I loved the stuff you did on YouTube. That was how I first came across you. I think it must have been one of the
thank you.
PSAs. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just giving you a bit of an ego.
Not
boost
Crime
and all
Party?
that.
Damn.
No, it wasn't Crime Party to begin with. I know. What a shocker. But the thing is, I don't watch a lot of like streams for super long periods of time. Like if I watch a stream for half an hour or an hour, like that's a massive compliment to a person because I just don't put the time aside for that. So for me, the way I kept in touch with your streams was watching Fiery's highlights whenever he uploaded stuff, like because that was a much more condensed way of watching what you were doing. But he uploaded the full 6-hour 100k stream. I didn't watch it at the time. I only watched it, I think, about half a year ago or something. Because I remember saying I was going to watch it, and because it was 6 hours, I probably just went, "No, I'm not doing that."
That was a weird one.
I sat down and watched it, and that was quite the stream. But yeah, I saw Crime Party, and I think I'd seen that video before when I saw it, but I didn't realize it was you. I feel like because it was like, I don't know whether it was like one of those things where you feel like you have deja vu, but you don't.
Yeah.
But I was watching it, and I felt like I'd seen it before, but I didn't know it was linked to you. It was weird. I don't know, but
I don't know. Maybe it's Long Lost Brothers or something, you know? Maybe. You were there, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
That's a bit of a weird video to think. I've seen this before. Like, maybe.
I know.
If you have, I'd like to know how and where, and has it changed your life?
Oh, it definitely changed my life. I mean, look where we
sucks.
are now.
Let's be real. I hate it. Who told you to bring this up? Was it just you?
It was just me.
Great. Okay, well, I won't blame anybody then. But yeah, that's literally the thing is, that's what's funny because you look at it on the surface and you think, well, what's this? It's just nonsense. No, at the time, like you don't know about the OG like YouTube memes, like as believe it or not, once upon a time, YouTube wasn't just you have to find a trend and milk it, and hope they don't get demonetized. And you know, ads weren't like pretty much there was no ads. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I mean, I was a little baby, so I don't know what the hell was going on. But yeah, so back then, like nonsense like that, people were like, yeah, cool. 5-star video. So yeah, that's that. Honestly, every video past that, it's all the same explanation. Just like I watched a lot of like YouTube poop. That's probably why my sense of humor is so broken right now. And like YouTube poop, like music videos where you just same thing, but they make funny noises and it's supposed to be like a song. Yeah, that's why I made all those because you know, I'm pretty sure I had like a sprained ankle or something. I had nothing but time, and I was like, all right, Sony Vegas, you know, everybody's using it. Worst mistake of my life.
Oh, I hate Sony Vegas.
I can't not use it.
Oh,
I have to use it because I don't know. I don't want to learn anything else.
Yeah, same.
You know, I think if a lot of people did find out that I do use Sony Vegas, to be like, what? Like, how? Like, for me, it's okay, but I'm conditioned to just like save like every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into that more. I've set like
much.
the auto save to be every 30 seconds, but it still doesn't do it.
Have you ever tried to open a GIF in Sony Vegas?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
I don't know why it just melts the program. I don't understand
GIF like
it.
one of the oldest like file formats, and it's like just can't do it.
Yeah, it's so
Blanks,
stupid.
Dies.
I'll put it in for like a joke, and it's like a half a second thing when I'm talking about something, and I literally can't preview the video because it just stops in the first frame and then won't catch up for like 10 seconds after the GIF's finished, and I'm like, how am I supposed to check this? So I'll tend to like render that bit of the video and watch it back to make sure it looks good, and then carry on editing. It's just not.
I actually convert it to an MP4, which is just hilarious because it's like I'll convert like a GIF for like 3 frames to like an MP4 just so it doesn't crash.
Yeah.
But have you like watched? Did you watch like so you watched the entire like throwback stream? I guess we'd call it because
I think I ended up watching all of it in the end. Yeah.
I don't know how you dealt with that first part because it's all just like just Jack Black and stuff like that, isn't it? Just like Octagon
there was a very common sense of a common theme, I think.
Well, like I said, I had a lot of time, and when you're a kid, you're creative. You just make nonsense, and it's like, well, I just took that. I would literally wake up every day and make a new one, and none of them were good. For some reason, one of them got like a lot of views. Like it got like 100K, and I'm like, I don't understand how that happened, but okay. Was it like Jack Black, Octagon, Dracula, some crap like that? Like I don't know. It was like a Castlevania song. Or something,
I don't remember the names, but I feel like it was probably something like that. Yeah, to be fair.
Terrible. I mean, there's just I'd say like 80% of my YouTube channel is just garbage. But then again, everyone was telling me when I was doing that stream, you're being harsh on yourselves. Like, who else is going to be harsh? I got to do it. You know, I got to be like,
which I can relate.
Improve.
My mods are just all the people that bully me. That's
Bullies.
like everything. It's just my mods bully me for everything I do. I had one. I was when I started streaming Yakuza 0. I was trying to do one of the Maharaja like sub stories for the disco, and I didn't know what I was doing.
That one's awful though.
Oh, against Vegeta. I couldn't do it against Vegeta for ages, and then I literally failed it about 10 times. Came back the next stream, did it first go. But I didn't know how to do the sub story. So one of my mods who like breeds the Yakuza games, he was like, "We need to do this. You need to do this. Do this. Do this." And then he went, "You need to go to Gandhara." And I was like, "Okay." And I didn't know what Gandhara was. For those of you who don't know, it's basically like a soft porn shop. You watch like loads of like pornographic videos.
Oh, great!
So obviously I didn't know what that place was, and he went, "You need to go to Gandhara and watch this video, and then the challenge will unlock." And I was like, because I didn't know better, and I thought he wasn't. I just did not for a second clock that I was going to get pranked. I was like, "Okay, sure." So
it sounds a bit sussy, doesn't it? Like
but I didn't even know what it was. He was just like, "Go to Gandhara, and there's something there you need to watch." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I didn't even think for a second there'd be a soft porn shop in the game. That thought didn't even cross my mind. But of course, it's Yakuza. There's everything in that game. But then I ended up going there and watching it, and I was like, why am I here? And it took me ages to realise that it was a prank and that he won't let it go now.
See, if anyone tries that stuff in mine, they just get done in. Like, they don't last like 10 seconds. That like the mods don't want to bully me because they know I'll just come back and just be like, you know what? I mean, they still do, but you know.
Yeah.
I just come back with like, yeah, well, 6 1 no one, and then it's like, whoa, it's like
the best comeback. I know you are, but one of my done, ruined, easy.
Backseating though, come on, like.
Oh yeah,
we don't do no backseating, okay?
Yeah, or people popping into streams that aren't related to Payday 2 and asking you about Payday 2 things.
Have you heard about the spoon?
Have you?
Yes, Howard. Every time it's like, have you heard about this? It's like I literally, yes, I've heard it. I'm on the Steam. I have no life. I check it. Okay, I go on YouTube. Almir and what is it? Elizabeth? Is that the name? They're just having an awkward conversation, being like, okay, like, you know, the new update's a spoon, 69. I was like, yeah, I see that. Don't worry about it.
I can't believe they released that video of the fork at, like, midnight. I was like, what are you playing at?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was really weird.
I thought they were actually just going to add a fork.
Yeah.
Can I just, apparently, I still haven't gone to the bottom of this. Apparently, it's my fault the spoon exists, so, like, technically, like, I think,
so, yeah,
in the original video, like, that was, I think I made the joke.
I was watching the video again earlier because I was like, when I made the news video for the spoon, I was going to put in the clip from the Russian Badger video, and I thought it was in his first one, and I couldn't find the clip, so I just gave up.
Second one.
Yeah, so I didn't end up putting the clip in. Watch the second one today, and it sounds like, I think he mentions comically large boxing gloves, then someone mentions a spoon, and you're the first one to actually say the phrase comically large spoon.
Great.
So I guess that means it is down to you.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Put my name on the spoon, then we'll talk. You know,
Russian Badger's taking all the credit for it, yeah, but it was you.
Well, yeah, because like they did all the effort. They made the video. Like they should. Like, what did I do? I just literally said
those videos are just like you and I can both appreciate that from like a Vegas standpoint. Like the amount of effort that goes into those videos, I can't even begin to imagine how much time it takes for him to edit that.
Also Source Filmmaker. I mean, I used that once, and I was like, I never want to use that again.
I wanted to get into that so badly because it looks so cool, but I do not for a second understand how to use it. Like I just it just seems so overwhelming to me. So I was like, nope, uninstalling it. But it's just they're so well done. They're fantastic.
I'm not going back to that.
No, I'm not even going to begin to. But I mean, to be fair, I'm dumping on your videos, but you can tell a story of how you and I both watched Bank Heist 101 together in the first call we had, like whenever it was last year. Because I don't
even know what the line of thought was, but like
I can't remember. I think we were just.
I think you must have brought up the. Did you bring up the crime party one? It's like, oh, we're talking about like early stuff, and it's like
you're making it sound like all I talk about is crime. I mean, you're not wrong, but
I mean, it's kind of true. Like, I mean. Just making a crime party too, that'd be like just like mind blow.
Oh, it'd be amazing. You should do that.
Bank Heist, what was it? Bank Heist 101.
Bank Heist 101. I
honestly one of the dumbest videos I've ever seen.
I loved it.
We went over this, but it's like it's 101 implies that you're showing how to do the heist.
Yep.
You're playing with bots. You're playing on console. You failed the heist. I think didn't you fail? Maybe you didn't fail it or something.
It was on very hard.
I'm pretty sure you. Yeah, I think you failed on very hard or something like, and you were just like, well. Sorry, I failed. There's no like. What is someone out there statistically must have been like, oh, finally I can beat this heist, and they just left that video in tears because like you didn't help them.
Imagine.
Like,
oh my god.
I did everything right, and now I can't beat Bank Heist.
I even got killed by the bulldozer just like it did in the video, and I didn't pass it. That was a mess. Yeah. What's worse about that though, compared to? I mean, I don't know how old you were when you made Crime Party, but.
Probably like 12.
Right, so I was like, ooh, so it was May 2015 that came out, so that means I was 15. Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny to imagine because like there was such quality stuff coming out at that time, and then it's like because like this was like what like 2010 or something like early.
Yeah.
So making garbage back then, it's like yeah, fair enough. You know, like everything kind of was. I mean, not to imply that my content has improved since. I mean, that was the running joke throughout that whole thing. Like watching all the videos that I made, like people learn that my sense of humor hasn't evolved in like 11 years. Like I mean, pretty much.
It's tried and tested.
It works.
Yeah.
You know. Like I said, my brain is like it's rotted because I've just watched so many like YouTube poops. Like now I can only laugh at like a you watch much of what is it the fart with reverb? That's it. That's comedy to me now. Like
yeah,
perfect.
Basically is Oh, but I think the thing that makes Blank Ice 101 worse for me is that I was doing YouTube for like a year or so before I made that video. So like I'd already done a bunch of stuff. It was like I mean. There was plenty of other stuff of mine we could have watched, and maybe at some point after this, you'll now probably get me to watch with you because it'll be embarrassing and extremely hilarious the way you made it last time.
I'm fine. I'm not gonna be like that. Like it's whatever. Like everyone does like cringe stuff. Like,
oh no!
honestly, like...
the first video of mine, I basically just tried to be Vanos Gaming. There was no like I got into.
I would
stuff.
say there's nothing wrong with trying to imitate like to begin with because it's inspiration. It's like it's like what I did. What was I saying? I watched like stuff. And I was like, I want to make that, so I pretty much did the exact same thing. And you kind of evolve from that. I don't think it's bad to make something in the vein of something else. I mean, you're not literally downloading the video and uploading it. There's still some effort in it. And then you take that and you develop from which you already have. So you gotta give credit where it is. Like you gotta give credit where credit is due, or however you say that phrase.
Yeah, well, it was still bad.
Yeah, well, I didn't say it wasn't bad. I'm just saying you need to make bad content to make good content. I don't know any like YouTuber who's just gone. Well, I don't know any YouTuber actually, but they don't just start and like wow smash hit, and maybe there is, but whatever. I don't know anything. just make videos if you wanna, and wherever it goes, that's where it goes. Okay, whatever.
General consensus of Mario.
Steal videos.
That's it.
Don't steal videos. This is a warning because I know everyone's stealing my stuff.
Oh god, yeah, before you walked them out to everything. Didn't one of yours, I remember one of yours ended up like a Markiplier video or something and everyone was messaging you about that.
Markiplier. Yeah, the flipping seals or the ducks or something.
Yeah, it was one of the
seals
videos,
one got stolen everywhere. Like,
yeah. It's
probably on Facebook with like 1 billion views. Like, I mean, I've seen people who have cropped out the watermark. I'm like, who's P-Hat? I don't know who MarioInATopHat is, but P-Hat. Oh,
P-Hat.
Best content in the world. Whatever.
Fantastic.
I mean, I'm glad people are enjoying the content and like want to spread it to their friends, but it's like these are channels that literally, well, that's their existence, just stealing stuff. But it seems like even though everybody loves memes, nobody wants to admit that they have some value in them. And they're like, oh, it's a meme, I can steal it. It's like, what? It says who? Like, just because you don't see any value in it. I mean, there's plenty of channels out there that's their entire thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like me. MarioInATopHat, subscribe.
Yeah, everyone do go subscribe. There you go. Right, so let's we know it's coming. We know what's coming. We already touched on the spoon. Let's get into the Payday scene. So, what kicks you off with Payday 2? So either getting into the game or making videos, one or both. It can be either. What got you?
Not making videos, definitely not. Literally. Well, the funny thing was, like, I had a friend who was obsessed with Payday the Heist, like, very much. Like, he would talk about it all the time. And it's kind of funny to imagine at that point. I was like, it looks like rubbish. It looks rubbish. I played it on like the free weekend they had at some point, and I was just laughing because you could just keep going, Hawk stood on me, and I was just spamming that. I was like, haha, funny. And then I never played it again, never paid attention to it again. Then the Payday 2 beta, that was huge. That was literally the reason why it had like 200k players when it came out. Because the beta was like, they messed up. Not to imply the beta was bad, but they messed up. There was so much content in there. Like, there was, nightclub? You had, like, loads of weapons. You had blah, blah, blah. And at this point, I hadn't played it yet, though. So I was, a friend was into it. He sent me one of the songs from the game, which at this point, I've talked about this on stream before, but it was called, like, Beta Heist Track 2. It didn't even have a name yet. And it was the mark. And I was listening to that. I was like, whoa, what the? I was like, they got music like this in the game. And that is literally the reason I started going around. I started, like, watching, like, I think it was Vice. Something like that, just like all these streamers at the time. Don't know what happened to Vice. I've not seen them in years, but they were doing the Payday 2 beta streams, which they would do like key giveaways. I was watching that. Important to note that, because that links into why I started streaming in the first place, but I think I just got like the open beta, and I played it, and I was like, you know what? This is good as hell. Like, I was playing rats, and with the 2 shotguns, it was fun. I mean, I like the gunplay, the animations, I like the theme, I like the music. And after that, I mean, I wouldn't say it was history because, gotta be honest, when Payday 2, I don't know, do you know what happened when Payday 2 came out, or was that like... That was
I only got into it on 360 in like 2014-ish,
oh boy.
So I missed the launch year.
Uh-huh. Well, I got a couple... I sit down.
Sit back, enjoy, go on.
So there was a ton of stuff that got leaked, and as you know, like, it's spaghetti code, like it's Swedish magic. You know, they have all these like random like lines referring to, you know, like war is fantastic and yacht and casino and stuff like that. They're just lines. They're not heists. But everybody took that, added it up, and said, "Whoa, we're gonna get like 50 heists when it comes out. Let's go!"
Oh dear.
And bearing in mind, I said how much the beta had. The beta had pretty much all the content. I think it had nightclub, bank heist. It had, I believe, it had Watch Dogs. Might have had rats. I don't remember. Mall Crash. I don't think Mall Crasher was in, but it had a lot. And the level count was pretty high too. I think the only gun that wasn't unlocked was like the Moscone, something like that. So it came out, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, here's my 50 heists," and it's like, no. There was literally like, well, you can just open the game right now. How many bank heists do we have? We have 4.
Oh yeah.
We had Big Oil, which everybody, you know, knew that they reused a heist from Rats Day 2, 1 even, fake fan. And yeah, people were just like, wow, this is a bit of a dud. Like, there wasn't really much more content in the beta, really. Like, everyone had kind of wore themselves out on the beta. So after that, just player count plummeted. It was considered a bit of a flop, I think. And then this is where the reason I'm mentioning this is because for me, I was still playing, I was still enjoying it. And then there was like one update that just messed everything up. I think it was like shortly after Armored Heist, which, by the way, I don't know, you take it for granted with Payday 2 now you have so many ranged weapons, like snipers, LMGs if you use them right. There was no way to shoot snipers on certain heists. I'm telling you right now, like,
oh god,
Armored Heist is still not fun. But imagine playing like, what is it, Downtown, with like the crashed bridge and the snipers are everywhere. Yeah. People literally didn't have guns that could be that accurate to get the snipers, apart from the Commando, which was in the Armored Heist DLC. So that started like, I mean, again, like, Payday 2 right now is like, it's the best it's like ever been, probably. You know, the DLC was a huge problem throughout the entire, you know, game's lifespan, though, wasn't it? So, important to mention this because there was that update, which everyone was like, oh, this is a bit underwhelming. And then, do you know Goldfarb? There was a guy called Goldfarb. Yeah. He had a very different vision for the game. And that's when it hit me that this is just becoming not fun anymore. It's like it was just like they nerfed the Moscone. It used to be like a sniper. They did some weird stuff with the armor. Like, a lot of you don't know, but people were doing stealth in, you know, combined tactical vests because you could do that. There was no concealment. It just sped up how fast you got detected. So you know, people doing frame and frame in full on like armor. It was great. I thought it was funny as hell. To nerf that, when you crouched, you went really slow, and it just felt like playing molasses. And the reason I mention this is because I literally stopped playing it for like 3 months. Like, that's the only time I've actually stopped playing it fully. Shout out to Election Day. I don't know what it was in that update. I got back into it, and around that time, that's when I started just like, I'll be playing it a lot more. Cause, you know, my friends, I'm like, oh, it's good again, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what changed in that update. I don't have any brain cells left, so don't quote me on anything, but
neither do I.
It just became more fun, and I think Election Day, like, even though it's not my favorite heist, it was a little bit more interesting. It was better than Bank Heist Deposit, or Random if you're feeling spicy. Woo-wee! Whoa, what are we gonna get? Oh, nothing. Yeah.
Great.
Sounds good.
It was often always Deposit when you played Random. At least I found that.
Yes. But bearing in mind, like, this is a hot take. Payday 2 is a little bit of a buggy game.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you? Disgusting.
And this was back when I finally got like a semi-decent computer with like a shadow playing. So I would just record like random things happening, you know? Like, I don't know if you remember that video, it was like the true Payday experience. It was one of them or something like that. I joined a lobby, and it was just loading in, and then all of a sudden you just hear Bane go, Hoxton! And
Oh,
then
yeah.
it said heist failed, and I'm like, oh, good games. That was one of them. I started just doing like little recordings like that, like, and it's hard to like say what I was doing till then because, well, in terms of like YouTube, I did a couple of like TF2 back in the day, and that was it. But I took like a 2-year break. I didn't even like do anything, and Payday is pretty much what got me back into using my YouTube channel because back then I wasn't really doing it for anything. I mean, I just had it like everybody did. And I don't know when it became PSA. Like, there was still Payday videos going out, just like weird things happening, like little quirks. I don't. You probably know better than me because I haven't looked at my own stuff in a long time. But I believe it was it the bank heist first, or was it Safe House Nightmare?
Oh, I can't remember.
I swear it was Safe House Nightmare.
Oh, I don't know. I might be wrong. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to cheat. I could look it up right now, but
I'll look it up and be the knowledgeable person because I should have known this.
But I'm pretty sure that's where the name like PSA came from because if you don't know when Safe House Nightmare came out, that literally worked. Just don't look, just don't look. But the dozers wouldn't hurt you if you looked at the floor. I don't know if that was on purpose. Like hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Weeping Angel
might
or
have
something. Okay,
it might have been on purpose, but that was the case. And I thought, well, I like The Simpsons. I mean, just don't look. I thought, well, wouldn't that be funny if that was the video? And I think that was the first one. Or it might have been the bank heist one.
There was a lot of stuff. Oh my god, I forget quite how much. I'm looking at classics like Stepping on the Meat, a hybrid production.
Yeah, just
there's
ignore all that garbage,
here.
honestly.
There's the True Payday Experience, and then you've got the True Payday Experience number 2, and then the True Payday Experience da third.
Yeah. There's just a lot of garbage.
Where's the first PSA? You got there's the deluxe Payday 2 experience, the absolute. Oh my god, you literally went through.
I just that was like the original like meme, like just like kind of.
We have the truest, the legitimate, the genuine, the absolute, the definitive, the deluxe, the intended.
Damn, I used to be smart. Like I used to think of like that many words.
The first one was Bank Heist. It was Bank Heist. It was Hostage Taker, and then it was Safe House Nightmare.
What? Really?
Really?
What the heck? I got some brain. My brain cells are gone. Like I don't know. Right. Well, scratch what I said. But if it was truly it's all the same vibe. It's just the idea of a PSA. Like make a video and just try and prove a point. Like be like for example that one. The public service announcement. Don't look. You'll win Safe House Nightmare. And with Bank Heist again, I was playing with the boys, and I just found it so boring. Like when people would do the stealth on day 3 on Firestarter.
Yeah.
By the way, proud Firestarter fan. Played it like 150 times.
Yeah, you love Firestarter. I remember. I know.
It's based.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great heist. I love Firestarter as well.
It's not even that good. I just love it though. I'm pretty sure I put it on like B tier, and everyone's like, "Huh."
Yeah, I mean, I day one's
it could
class.
be B tier, and I can still play it. Like
day 2's a bit annoying. I like it in stealth, but I don't tend to do it in stealth enough.
No, day 2 is funny because it's like, guys, what are you doing? And then meanwhile, we go into like we steal nukes and go in the White House and Hoxton breakout. It's like, whatever.
There's certainly a variety of things in that game.
Yeah, but the bank heist one makes sense, and what's fun about that is that weird intro that it has, because that was going to be the thing. That was going to be like the format, but I was like, I don't want to do that. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad that I did because I don't like being too formulaic, and I'll get on that. But I feel like I did, and that's why stuff had to start changing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bank heist was just like, I'm still of that mindset that I think Payday 2, it is best played loud. I'm not going to knock you for playing stealth. I know there's a huge scene for it. Just don't expect me to enjoy it because I don't. I think it's boring. I think it's the same with like DSOD or One Down, which is now Death Sentence, and One Down's a different thing, but
yeah,
it's just too min-max. And like stealth in it, I don't think the game is like solid enough for me to invest that much time into trying and not raise the alarm. Much easier for me to just shoot an RPG at my teammate as soon as we drop in.
Yeah.
And enjoy the music and enjoy the guns, where I think most of the gameplay is. The gun animations are great, the sounds are good. Well, they used to be. I mean, I like, again, I'm going to be a bit boomery, but there used to be this whole like sound system in Payday 2 where the gun sounds would sound different if you're inside or outside or in different places. Don't know when that got cut, but it did.
Oh, I didn't know that myself.
Well, there you go. See? Lawmaster.
The more I learn, you got to remember that I only got into the Payday, the Payday scene, the PC scene.
No, a lot of people.
in like 2019. I was following the PC stuff for ages because I was doing like console news and things. So I only did the first console video properly in like 2017, and that just blew up by accident. I was like, hey, let's talk about what's coming out in the update because I'm really excited for it, and it got like a few thousand views, and I was like, hello, Sailor. All right, I'll just do lots of this. You like Payday? And that's how it happened.
Have all the Payday you want.
Yeah. So when I actually played the game first, I only got it on 360 in like 2014, and I didn't play it much because I played the demo. Which, like, most people who played on console have, like, remember the demo, like, because you could only play Bank Heist. Can I just say,
like, it is so sad they got rid of the demo on Steam, because I was ready to play that, like, for a throwback.
I didn't even
It's gone! Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, God.
Like, damn! Like, people were actually, like bashing out the demo, like it was the full game, like, honestly.
They added Watch Dogs to the demo later, I remember hearing someone say, but it wasn't there when I played it. It was just the Bank Heist. And you already get to like level 10, and you could only play the Bank Heist over and over, and it was so much fun. And I bought the game, and I think I had a similar thing. I mean, I didn't know that everyone was going on other B50 Heist, but I got into it and was like, there's not really much here, is there? Like, I remember going on Watch Dogs, thinking it was going to be cool, like it was going to be some kind of like hacking things. I just played the actual Watch Dogs.
Yeah, no.
And then it was like, ooh.
You're just in a lorry.
I just didn't play it after that. I played it a little bit, and then just kind of, I must have played it more than I remember, because when I went back to do those like Xbox 360 videos that blew up for some reason, I don't know, but like I came back and I was like level 80 or 90 or something, and the leveling in that game is horrific. They reckon when I went back that they had an update to improve XP gain. I don't know if they did. I don't know what the XP was like before that, but like I gave up on it for ages, and then I got the Xbox One version in June 2015, I think it was, when I got my Xbox One, and it was like, because it had almost all the content at that point. They'd added all of it in pretty much until like the bomb heist was only like about a couple months of content missing, and that was when I got into it. So I missed like basically 2 years of like meta or whatever, and then even then didn't know about the saves at the end of 2015 because I wasn't following PC at that point either. I was just like, where's the console update? Where's the update? Give it to us, come on. Like, that was just me for 2 years.
Yeah, you kind of got done in on console because they like, expect you to like buy they expect you to like buy the game again, like to even get the content. Period. Like, at least on PC, it can update. You don't have to buy the DLC; you just get the update. A console is like, nah, you gotta buy everything in one bundle.
Well, they did do versions with and without the game, and it was similar principles. I think the bundles were better in a way because you were getting everything for a cheaper price if you got them. You could still get the DLC individually, like, but you know, they did the best that they could. But it was just like, it was a nightmare.
I would say when it comes to Payday 2, like, I think definitely getting in. A lot of people did just get in late. I'd say like around whenever Hoxton Breakout came out, like the first Crime Fest, that was like the turning point.
Yeah.
Like, Payday 2 was literally dying out until then. That was like, everybody wanted to like get the group members, you know. Starbreeze were just making big money from that because Hoxton Breakout was hype. And it's still one of my favorite heists.
Yeah, it's a good heist.
And it meant people could grind. You know, Hoxton Breakout. Here you go, lads. Here's all the money I have in my bank account. Now do it again and you make lots of money.
That's a lot of money
for
that heist.
I guess Hoxton just paid. No, apparently they said he pays you in the royalties from the Christmas album. Real stuff, by the way. Go bank. The level sucks, but that Christmas album, goes hard. Every Christmas, you know?
You should listen to Pete Gold's actual album on Spotify, because I talked to him last season, and he was like...
a real one?
He was like, he actually has done like a couple of comedy albums on Spotify that you can listen to from like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And they're weird. Very, very weird.
I mean, what's funny about that? Yeah.
You've got such classics as Why Do People Think I'm Gay? There's an example.
Classic. Well,
absolute
it's just,
banger.
You had to listen to like what is it? The Christmas album had lore as well. It like explained like where Hoxton was, you know, like for some reason he's in prison, you know, Christmas in prison, etc. But yeah, God, we got like sidetracked. Like, we were talking about the bank heist video, right? Like, I was gonna say like that's literally the way I made that was like the way it felt to me. Which is an important part in like what makes the PSAs like so unique. It's like, it's how it feels, you know? Like, it's how does doing stealth feel compared to loud? It's like, well, you got no music. You're just walking around just like throwing body bags and knocking stuff over and just waiting for something to happen. In loud, it's like, you know, brah, 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 you know, it's fun. It's like, I like that.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like the vibe that I kept for like a lot of videos. But like I said, it was important to mention that intro bit with the way like PSA is like, because after that, I just started doing whatever I wanted. I mean, the music was a big part of it, because, you know, if I heard a good song and it's like, I feel like I can like visualize something to go along with it, you know, I would do that.
Often Tame Impala.
Well, that's why I mentioned I noticed it was getting formulaic, because literally, what did we have? We had like the less I know that's not true. That wasn't a video with that song. There was Elephant, you know, that was a Kingpin one, right?
Yeah.
There was Let It Happen with like host your own game. That was a flipping classic. Jesus.
That was great.
The guys in that video like literally went on Reddit to like try and like say like I was in the wrong, and they actually got like hounded.
Oh my god!
Like, I'm pretty sure it had to get like shut because they were just getting roasted. I hope they're doing well. I hope they're probably playing some other game, like just being just as picky with their teammates.
They're off on Fortnite.
Yeah. So there's that, and then there's
there was
that video where it was like it feels like it only goes backwards. The reason I put it in the start and then it slowed down. That was me trying to do a joke. Being like, oh, I bet you thought it'd be flipping Tame Impala again. Ooh, going backwards. I was like, nah, turn that off. And you get that weird like
yeah
banger. Yeah, like, and that's a big part of like why right now like you don't see stuff like it anymore. But if you do see like a PSA, trying to keep it different. I mean, I'm sure people could be like, actually, it's pretty derivative if you think about it. Because it just felt like every flipping video was just here's music, here's gameplay. That's the video. For me, that was just getting a bit predictable. I don't think people watching it minded. Like, people love the Kingpin video. If you saw my reaction to it on that stream with where I was going through all my content, I hate that video. I think I've been a bit harsh on it, but for some reason I just hate it. Have. Oh man, it's just like, I think what it was, I had to upload that video like 5 times because it kept getting like copywritten. Oh, so that's why it sounds so sped up. I had to no joke speed it up like 4 times, and it was like 4 a.m. by the time it went up.
Just
yeah, whatever. Especially when I made that weird remix with the dip, what is it, El Sondito or something.
Oh yeah, for Sangres, yeah, that was one of the.
Sorry about not making a full version of that.
You should have done that. That was great.
Well, I didn't like it though, so it didn't get made.
Oh, that is a waste. That's a waste. YouTube used to be good with copyright though. Like, well, not. They were never great with it, but they were better. Like, it used to be if you use like 25 seconds or less of a song, they just wouldn't care. They would not pick it up. And I used to do like old videos. Like, I mean, I saw other people doing first, but I love doing like recreating music videos and stuff in GTA. I did loads of those videos. I made them to death. I adored them.
Oh, well, I mean, even Gorillaz got their video taken down.
Oh, God.
Did you not hear about that?
I didn't.
The Valley of the Pagans, it was originally like Grand Theft Auto Online gameplay.
Yeah.
And then it got taken down by 2K.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why it got taken. Gorillaz have music in the game.
Yeah, literally.
It was free advertising.
That is ridiculous.
They're like, we can't make money off this.
Nintendo have been quite bad about that as well, to be fair.
Don't get me started on that. Awful. I am terrified of playing any Nintendo music on my stream. Like, they just killed Mario as well, which I think is just... That was a bit harsh. Like,
which games did they actually take down? Because I got the meme, but I didn't know how many of them they actually got rid of.
Super Mario 3D All-Stars and Super Mario 35.
Damn.
I'm obviously the physical copy of the game isn't going to explode, but now it's like artificially scarce, which they have done in the past. I mean, there's like, I have some GameCube games that are like worth way too much. Like, what is it, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance or some crap like that. I'm not a Fire Emblem fan. That was my brother. He loves it. I don't. That's worth like 100 or maybe 500 at this point because they stopped printing the discs.
Yeah, it'd probably be worth a fortune now.
And it's funny because they don't want you to emulate, but they won't make the game anymore. It's like, well, what? Oh, I'll just fork over 500 quid.
Exactly.
Jeez, get real.
Stupid.
Wow, we are sorry. It's like every time I talk about anything, it just ends up in Nintendo. I don't know how.
Hey, I steered you in Nintendo that way. That was my fault. That's my fault.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can take the blame for that one. I don't even have any GameCube. My first thing was a PlayStation 2, so I missed all that stuff.
I always wanted a PlayStation 2.
Oh, they were the best.
It had Guitar Hero. It had like good Guitar Hero. On the Wii it had it, but it was awful.
Oh, I really wish I had Guitar Hero. I really wish I got that at some point. I've only ever played it a couple of times. The most recent time was dating somebody, and it was like one of the date nights she was taking me out somewhere. She took me to an arcade in Liverpool, and they had a bunch of different arcade games, and I just gravitated towards Guitar Hero. So I was like, I really want to try this. I've not played it like at all.
I think I know that place. It's got like something 64, right?
Yeah, it was like an underground place. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. It was
something
really
64.
Good. Yeah,
I went there once, but everyone just hogs the Guitar Hero. But
yeah,
I will say
I was that person.
What separates the boys from the men is when you can like use the orange fret. That's like the expert. Like you got to like have this weird thing with your like little finger to do it.
I did not get to that point. I was good on like medium. I was doing like slow ride and stuff like that, and I was like having a blast. having a blast.
Flipping Slow Ride, take it easy.
I loved Slow Ride because of Barnyard.
Oh, God.
That was one of my favourite films as a kid. I adored that film. I absolutely adored it.
For some reason, I know this, because I'm pretty sure you brought up, like, the cow. Like, spoiler alert for Barnyard. Are we allowed Barnyard spoilers
Can you
here?
spoil a film from, like, 20 years? Yeah, you can.
I don't know. There might be some Barnyardians
Watch
out there.
Barnyard. It's a good film.
The dad cow sings the song. You told me about that.
Yes.
Before
Back
they get,
down.
like, something. There you go.
That was a great...
Were we on something about Payday? I've completely
We
lost
were,
track.
and now we're talking about Barnyard.
Yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. No, this is just the off-topic podcast special. That's how it works. We just brand it as that now. The off-topic special. Done.
Hopefully this is what people want. They're going to be like, no, he didn't talk about Payday enough.
He didn't. He only mentioned the spoon for 2 seconds. It's not enough.
Sure I've talked about a lot of Payday, like, so far. I can still go. I mean...
Oh, you were all good.
I mean... Are we still on the topic of, like, the videos? Like, cause
yeah, because we talked about PSAs, didn't we? So we've covered that.
Well, we can talk about PSA. PSA, I mean, I just love doing it. Like I say, in summary, it was just a way for me to, like, creatively express how I felt on a certain topic in the game. Yeah. And that's what I like about it, and why I made so many in that amount of time, is because I was just genuinely inspired, and the game was getting a lot of content, and I was enjoying playing it, and it was just a fun time to do. I mean, stuff like Gallant and, you know, all that, they're huge now. I never thought they would be. I never made a video thinking, whoa, it's going to be huge, you know? And I'm very thankful for everybody who's been watching them and supporting over the years, and even for people who have been supporting the content to this day, even though I'm just making fart jokes now. Thanks, appreciate it.
It's gone from burping streamer to fart jokes. It's a natural progression.
Yes. Well, it's good that you mentioned the burp streamer, because we have to address something that we missed out here. What have you missed out?
Oh, you know, I was waiting for you to mention it. Modding Payday, come on.
So...
The trilogy, the iconic trilogy. I was
trying to... Because you gave me the questions, first of all, and I was trying to think about, like, where was the turning point with my channel and streaming? And the funny thing is, it is literally that video. I don't know what it was, but, like, I thought the video sucked. And I picked a day where I was clearly sick. I had a mic. Blue Snowball, forget about it. Don't buy a Blue Snowball. Hopefully you're not going to get sponsored by Blue, because this will mess it up.
I've never used it. I'm using the Rode because it's the one you use. Like, I literally talked to you about it because I was using a Turtle Beach Xbox headset until a month ago. I'm surprised it sounded as good as it did, but it just got really bad with, like, picking up, like, pop sounds, like, in the last month or two. So I was like, right, it's time to change.
But with the Blue Snowball, it was like what you were hearing in that video was my microphone volume set to 5%. Yeah. I don't know what happened to my drivers and it broke, but it was, like, integrated, so I couldn't actually fix it.
Oh, God.
So what was funny when I used to use that mic in open CSGO, because if you've ever played CSGO, you know that it makes your mic volume 100.
I went to load it up, realized I couldn't use a controller, and I'm terrible with mouse and keyboard, so I closed it.
That's fine. It's CSGO. It's not really my kind of thing.
Yeah, let's not go there.
But, so, the weird thing with Modding Payday 2 is that I wouldn't say that it started me streaming, because I started streaming... I don't know, I used to, like, just hang out with a friend on, like, little streamers, just, like, I just felt like I enjoyed the conversation, you know? I just enjoyed having an audience and talking my ass off, because, you know, I don't know, I just chat SHIT, so, and I remember, like, feeling like, well, I have to wait on their schedule, and I don't like that, I would rather be doing that right now, so, first stream I ever did, I still remember it, it was, like, I went on with a guy called, like, oh boy, it's fine, they're never going to watch this. If they do, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure your name was Sam. I think I played Grand Theft Auto Online with him. We did Criminal Mastermind, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yes.
That was fun as hell. Fun fact, first video on my channel to have a voice in was a Grand Theft Auto Online one. Wow, I bet you didn't know that.
Wow, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. See, you're getting schooled.
Awesome. I thought I was the super fan, but apparently not.
Well, I used to come back from work. Shout out Home Bargain. Jesus.
Oh, you went to Home Bargain?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning this. Yes.
Backbreaking work, absolutely, you did everything. Somehow, because I was like, I don't know, I guess I was just built different back then, I would come home and still stream, and I did the Payday one, and this is still around, I think this was around a time where like, the PSAs were still getting, like, some gravitas, I guess, I'm probably not using that word right. They were getting a little bit of oof, you know, like, people were watching them, like, people were enjoying them, and people were waiting on them, and when they came out, everyone was like, oh, look at this. So I must have been doing something right, so when I streamed, everyone was like, whoa, it's you, I can hear your voice and all that. I don't even know how I read chat. Because, like, I didn't have 2 monitors, and it was just Payday 2. I just remember that, like, so hard. Just reading. I had, like, another guy on the mic as backup, because I didn't know what to expect. Basically, I didn't even talk to him, not in a bad way, but like, I was just talking to chat. Scary times. And I got like 100 something views, and I was like, what? I was like, what?
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, geez. So, you know, that was the start of it. So every now and then, I didn't even do stream announcements like back then. There was a bit where I didn't. I mean, I would just do a stream every now and then, very low key. I think I used to do like an hour of Payday and then like an hour of something else, like anything, you know. I think I did like Super Noah's 3D Arc one time, like you name it. I just did it for no reason. And then I guess at some point I decided, let's do modding the game, haha. Oh God! I mean,
okay,
obviously the game had a huge modding. What's up?
I was gonna say let's do the Simpsons reference. Say the line, Bart.
Yeah, let's go some more, shall we?
There we go.
When I'm in prison, I'm downloading that. Because it's important to note that I was I had like a massive cold and my mic was awful. In fact, that video was what made me get a new mic, because the next one had a new mic.
Yeah, you did. The second one was the first one I watched.
Yeah.
I never saw the first one until ages after. I watched the second and the third, and then I don't know why I never watched the first one for ages.
One comment that is like ingrained in my skull is like, yo, you need a better mic, bro. You keep peeking it. And I'm like, good call, because I bloody well do. It's just, oh, it's screaming down your ears. I totally don't do that anymore.
No, you definitely. Any of the noises like that, just no, they're all gone.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of Payday mods. I mean, I just downloaded all the mods, and that was the joke. And I react to the mods, and I'm like, whoa, it's a crazy. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it, because what is there to say? Like, I did the stream. I was like, thanks guys, getting offline, and then made the highlight, which I hate doing because I just hate hearing my own voice. I'm over it now, but back then it was really bad.
It took me years to get over that with me. Yeah.
Also, like, how do I know what's funny to other people? I don't. I'm guessing. Like, I might have edited something out that someone might have enjoyed, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably not in that video, though.
Will you ever do Modding Payday Part 4? Will you ever do that?
No! Maybe for charity, but for me, no. No, absolutely not. There's nothing there. I did it 3 times, technically 4 times, because it corrupted it. Like, you got the joke from the first video.
Yeah.
But people seem to love it. I mean, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I know I joke about deleting it. I won't. But, I mean, I am honestly always embarrassed when people, like, say, oh, I watched the video. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. The burp part, I don't know what was up with that.
Just a lot of burping. What?
Well, I drank a lot of Coke Zero, which I like Coke Zero. I don't know. People don't seem to like it. They like Pepsi Max. I think Pepsi Max is crap. Sorry. Hot take, I know. I think it tastes like bleach.
There goes your Pepsi brand deals.
Like,
Gone.
Yeah, well, what are they going to do? Like, donate and be like, hey, buy Pepsi.
You'll be the only winner there. Done. Easy.
That's what Burger King did, you know.
Did they actually do that to you?
No, not to me, but I know they did the streams at some point.
I was going to say.
Buy the new Whopper.
All I can think of with Burger King is the recent interesting tweet they made.
Well, it's because they just want it's what is it? No bad publicity. They just want you to know their brand. Which we should not even talk. Bleep it out. Forget about it. No free sponsorship here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. The Modding Payday stuff is just like I want to do it again. I mean, I'm glad people enjoy it. You know, it's like I'm glad people thought they were funny. I can barely watch them. I mean, I just think the burping as well was just not good. I mean, I actually know somebody who told me this, and I feel so bad. They said they showed that video to their friends, and they never felt so awkward in their life, because you know when you show a friend a video and they're not laughing?
Yeah.
And then it's got, burping every 5 seconds. Jeez. There's one comment, again, ingrained in my skull. It was a guy with a Lucario profile picture. He went, stop fucking burp! It wasn't burp, it was perp. And it had like a lot of capital, like, it was all capital letters, like. And I never perped again, so, you know.
The comment worked.
Did I do a third Modding Payday? I don't even remember.
You did
that.
3. That's why I was thinking, like, as you called the third one, like, Modding Payday 2, the third, I was like, Shrek had 4 films, you should do a Modding Payday forever after.
I mean, I don't remember if I liked that movie.
Do you know what? I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much, but they put them all on
3.
Netflix, and I rewatched them all. The only one I really didn't enjoy much was 3. And I loved 3 as a kid.
3 was awful.
But 3 is bad. Yeah, I watched 3 again. I was like, 3 is bad. 4 is really good. It was way better than I remembered.
Well, 2 is like a masterclass of cinema, though, you know.
Oh,
I need a
never
hero.
beat 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
You will never beat Jennifer Saunders singing I Need a Hero. You will never top that, ever.
But, you know, I just... a lot of people did see. The reason I mentioned the modding, well, why we brought it up is because that was, I think, the turning point. Because people were like, "Oh, I want to watch this guy stream now. You know, I want to see what he's got going on." So I guess I owe a lot to it in a sense, but it's like, geez, I guess it could have been worse. Maybe. I just don't think they're very funny. It's just loud in your face. It's like, whatever. I don't know. You'll never be able to make me admit that I like it because I don't.
Nah, it's fair.
And I don't want you to dislike it just because I do. Enjoy what you want to enjoy, man. You know, if you like it, you like it.
I think it's just a thing of association at this point. So, like, if someone says your name, they think, you know, PSAs, Modding Payday 2, maybe now, like, you're such a medic bag and all them. Someone thinks me, I get people being like, hey, you're console connoisseur or whatever. I've had all sorts. Nobody gets story of Payday. Everyone gets associated for something.
Yeah, I get called the Payday guy, and I'm like, I literally don't even play it that much.
Just direct them all to watch my stuff, thanks.
Yeah, I have like, what, 2,100 hours. Like, yeah, I played it a lot, but like, I played it every now. Oh my god, I have 2,352.
I have that on like Xbox One or more. Like, I have more on PC on top. I've played the game so...
Don't get me wrong. Like, the reason I never... I'm like, stop! You cannot mention Payday, I'll ban you. It's like, because I owe a lot to it, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm fine with that. It's synonymous, you know? It's like, with who I am today, it's like, without that game, I wouldn't be here. Wouldn't be here discussing it with you now, would I?
I wouldn't be here with the podcast!
Exactly. But, at the same time, it's like, you gotta respect that not every creator wants to do the same thing forever, and it's like, when people ask when's the next PSA, it's like, what am I going to make it on? Like, maybe the spoon, if you paid me like a trillion gazillion. Just kidding. I might make a spoon video. I don't think I will, though.
PSA spoon. Oh, God.
I mean, I think, you know.
Yeah, because someone asked you, remember in one of the highlights, someone asked you to do a PSA live, and I'm trying to remember what you called it. Because it was like, you had to just think of it on the cuff, and I think you probably weren't at the point where you were like, I don't know, I think it was...
I just... Something like that, just like playing music over it as well, just like read it down.
Was it Big Funny Mauser Shooty, I think it was?
Something like that.
I feel like that's something you'd say.
I don't know if this goes for everyone, but I feel like you're always your worst critic. And that's the case with me, because I watch my stuff and I'm like, I don't like it as much as others do. And obviously at that point, that was a time where I was getting bored of like doing the same, you just run down a hallway and shoot and then play some music over it. You can boil anything down to its bare essentials and think that you should enjoy it less, but... what's the point of that, you know? Just enjoy it for what it is.
Exactly.
You know? You're not going to look at a burger and be like, well, it's just bread and meat. Wow,
bro,
okay,
that's a good analogy, bro. What?
Whoa, you just blew my mind. It's like, yeah, but it's good, though. In my older age, I think I'm realizing less is more. You don't have to overthink everything. Just enjoy it for what it is. You know, maybe one day I'll be like, I'm modding Payday. That's what I'm talking about. Probably not.
But in your old age, how old are you?
I'm not even old. I'm like 23.
Yeah,
but,
you're only a bit older than me. I was trying to think. I was like, there's not much between us. I'm only 21.
Look, you age pretty quick.
You do.
Okay, I'll tell you that.
I turned 20 and I just had a panic. So I was like, I'm like a quarter away from my life. I was like, what am I doing?
Yep. But, yeah, I mean, Modding Payday, you know, Modding Payday 4, it's happening tomorrow. Look forward to it. No, it isn't.
That means by the time this episode is live, it's been up for, like, a week. People go watch it.
Honestly, all there is to, like, download mod-wise is flipping anime. Anyway, what am I going to download?
I mean, yeah,
there's
a lot of anime mods now. There's a lot.
Shout out to Gambit. Gambit, best Payday mods. Fact. Get the mods.
Yeah,
there's the Taylor pack, the vanilla mod pack. Do a video on that. There you go. Gambit, send me 100 quid.
Gambit, Matt Hellsworth. There's a few really good ones out there. There's a few really good mods.
Loads, yeah.
It's good. There's some good stuff on there, but yeah, there's a lot of anime ones, and then there's me just being the only one to put up Doctor Who ones.
Who? That's all I know when I'm watching your stream. It just says Who. Like,
I've got rid of that now because it was just getting annoying.
I feel like I'm having like an existential crisis.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, if you haven't seen my streams, I just went in to start, like, I was learning how to do loads of texture mods and stuff, and I finally figured out how to do, like, texture mods using paint.net, because I don't know Photoshop. And I was like, right, I want a custom interaction circle. I was like, oh, there's a Doctor Who logo that has a circle. That'll work well. And for some reason, I love the interaction circle itself, but I don't know why when you finish the interaction, the circle just fills the screen for, like, no reason. Like, I've tried looking into it, and I asked in the modding Discord, and they were like, we've no idea why it's doing that. That's obviously just something in the game. And I'm like, oh, okay. But it literally meant that just the word Who just comes out of the screen. And I remember I raided you at one point, and you were like, you see, you got a lot of Doctor Who mods. It's just like, Who?
A little bit. A couple. Like, Who? You.
I've got rid of a couple of them now. There's one I really like that I've made for, like, changing like, the screen on the drill, which isn't even a Doctor Who looking thing, but it's really nice. So there's a couple of those. But yeah, I've enjoyed mucking around with a few of those bits. That's been kind of fun. That's the only real experience with modding I have is messing around with Payday 2. The only other thing is like downloading mods for Skyrim on Xbox, but that's just like going on to like a little sub page and being like, hey, download this. Yes, okay.
I used to make like a lot of sound mods back in my day, and the funny thing is, like, I still have them to this day. Like I have like when I'm playing like the Payday 1 soundtrack in my game.
Yeah.
People might notice, oh, it's like the official soundtrack version. I made that like in like 2014, not 24, whenever they added it to the game. Like I've made them since then, but it's kind of funny, right? Like for somebody who's done like what 3 modding videos and like 1 corrupting, I don't even use that many mods because I feel like I like it vanilla, you know, like a little bit vanilla, a little bit, you know.
I'm kind of like
keep
that.
it like grounded, you know. Like I don't want to like see just too much going on. I'm like oof. Like some people's HUDs, look, use whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
But what the hell is Wolf HUD? What's going on?
Or
damn.
HUD initialized.
HUD initialized. Yeah, did you hear about that? It had an MP3 file, so it crashed the game.
Oh my god! I just remember when it was super
loud. You
loud.
can't handle MP3s.
It was super loud, like in COD World War II. They had that one time, and they were like, "A bomb's been planted on our ammo supply." It's amazing.
Well, he ain't wrong, you know.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. But yeah, I mean, I downloaded Sydney HUD as a joke because like of how much I enjoy Sydney's character, and everyone takes a mick at me for it. I was like, "Hey, she's got a HUD. Let's give it a go." And actually found that I was really liking it because there were some bits of info, I can't remember what it was, like converts and hostages and stuff that wasn't on the core, and I was like, oh, this actually isn't too bad.
Yeah.
There's some bits on it, like in the bottom of the screen,
is,
that's just too much, but it's not too bad, so I've kept it.
Yeah, I feel like some stuff is like TMI, you know? Like, it's like, do you need to know, like, how many cops are on the map? Like, who cares?
Exactly.
Whatever. Like, just shoot them if you see them, and if you don't, they're probably going to run away, you know? I think they're scripted to do that.
Or face through walls.
Or, you know, or just vanish, you know, which they do sometimes.
They do indeed. It's great.
Right, well, we talked about the PSA. Like, what was it? Yes. What was the next thing? Was there a thing?
So obviously, because there's way more to MarioInATopHat than Payday 2, we can't put you in a box, obviously, because that would be very cruel.
I mean, you could. It has to be a pretty big box. Please, put me in a box.
Anyway, I just wanted to give you a bit of chance to kind of talk about some other games that you've really enjoyed streaming on Twitch over the years, because I know you've done all sorts of playthroughs. I mean, I was a particular big fan of the San Andreas stuff. I thought those were.
You can't even do that again these days because the flipping DMCA, you just get turned off. Like, I used to cruise around with like my 90s like dance, you know, beat my lover, just like scurrying around like, oh, I was based, it was fun. Can't do that no more.
It's not good. It's not good. I don't know, but yeah. So, what other games beyond Payday 2 have been highlights for you on your Twitch or just generally recently?
Well, I don't know about recently because it's just like. These days, it's hard to say what's like a classic moment until like it's aged a bit, but
yeah, true.
I think without a shadow of a doubt, the most important thing that has ever happened on my stream is Lego Star Wars 69 420 studs. I don't think you can match that. Like, I don't know how that happened. I hope it's still out there. I think it is.
You put it in the vault on your Discord. Because I remember we talked about it, and then you tracked it down. You got someone to look for it, and that clip is just.
It is just. The thing is, like, I wasn't even paying attention. I just beat the first level.
Yeah, because you just went, oh.
It literally, like, it just went boom. And the fact that it's Lego Star Wars just makes it even funnier, I think.
Yeah. I think I might put that in the video version of the podcast. So video listeners will see it, not in audio.
You need to see that. Like, that is literally one of the funniest things that's ever happened on any stream, I think. Like, I don't... That
was amazing.
Just, Alexa, hit record. Oh, my chest hurts. And I know you're going to be like, oh, it's just a number. Yeah, but what are the odds of getting that exact amount of studs in the first level of Lego Star Wars? It's not 68 420. It's not 69 430. It's literally bang
69 420. It was perfection. And it was the reaction was the best thing because it was like you hadn't even noticed at first.
Crazy.
Like, oh. Brilliant. Great clip.
Apart from that, I mean, this is where you put me in the spot. Not literally, but it's like I am so head empty. Like, I don't even know what happened last week. So it's like, I really enjoy just playing Yakuza because, I mean, they're fun games. So and I just like the crane game. You know, that's banging. I mean, Siege as well. I've been getting back into it. I really fell off with it, but that used to be like every Sunday I would do Siege. I just like the game. I just think it's fun to do every now and then. It's fun to get like an excuse to get like, you know, some of your viewers in, stuff like that.
Yeah, I love stuff
GTA,
like that.
That was GTA was a classic. GTA 4 was not a classic. I don't like that game.
Oh, GTA 4, I liked in the end the campaign, but I treated that game like trash. I was like, because I tend to like do weekly streams with stuff like that, or I did series, and I did that with San Andreas. With GTA 4, it wasn't even that. It was just like, I think there was either just one reason or another where I wouldn't stream it, and then it'd go for like 2 or 3 months without me doing an episode. So it was like, in the end, I think it was about like 8 months between me starting and finishing the game. When I finished it, I was like, oh, that was actually pretty solid, but just...
I just don't get why there's just nothing fun. Like, you just drive, and then you shoot a guy 10 times. And you know, you shoot someone with a pistol, and they just like, they go, oh! And then they just look at you. It's like, are you going to die, or are you just going to be like, oh!
The combat's weird. The driving, I'm not a fan of. I mean, I embarrassed myself several times.
It's funny, though, because every time I play that game and I turn right, and I just, I forget, you can't do that. GTA 4, I don't know why I brought that up, to be honest, because that was not one of the best ones. It was funny to me, because it was an example of me streaming and realizing, if you're not feeling the game, you don't need to play the game. Like, don't bloody force it out, because like no one's gonna want to watch that, even though people did. Thanks, appreciate it, the support. Shout outs to Thugsnet. Round of applause, Thugsnet.
We love Thugsnet.
We do. We're all thugs here. Gosh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, Hypnospace Outlaw sticks out to me because that's the only game that made me cry on stream. That was, that was interesting.
I want to see that. Did Fiery do a highlight of that, or is that?
No, Fiery doesn't do highlights anymore. They do. Did it for German. Now they're in the big leagues. Shout out to Fiery. Damn, I really should have prepared for this, because like I would have to like, I don't know. You know what? No, there was a Half-Life mod called Hazardous Course 2.
Yeah.
That I remember being one of my favorite streams of all time. I don't know why. It's just the mod was just. It was my kind of game. It was a really quirky, like weird platforming puzzle mod that just had a load of like slapstick, like. Like you just see like a guy just explode, and I'm like, this is my kind of thing. Like, it was just weird.
Yeah.
It was a perfect mix of like funny, but also like entertaining to play and stuff like that. And in general, Half-Life, love that. Sonic as well. You see, now I've got the ball rolling because I had a whole month playing Sonic games.
Oh yeah, I want to go. I want to do something similar with mine with the Sonic games. I want to go through some of them. I've got Lost World on PC, like from a Humble Bundle that I've never played, and I've heard it's not great, but.
You ever heard of a fun little underrated gem called Sonic Forces?
Oh, do you know, I actually didn't mind that when I first got it. I actually honestly did not mind it that much.
I hated it. Like, I don't know how did this even get released? Like, nothing about that game feels like a game. It's just weird. Like, the story doesn't make much sense. The levels are really... They feel like they all came from different games, and they somehow messed up, like, the 2D sections. Which, why was 2D Sonic even there? I mean,
like, hey, Mania's coming out. Yeah, you want more of classic Sonic? Get Sonic Force. No. I love how at one point Tails was like, Sonic's being tortured, and it just literally just turns to him just being sat in a cell, just
no, I actually think it was Knuckles. What does Knuckles say? He says, "None of this is good. That's why it's called war."
I don't remember.
Like, damn, Knuckles! Like, whoa, like.
I played it at launch. I haven't played it since. I am going to stream it at some point. I'm going to be. I've seen a couple of YouTube poops on it that were great. That were really, really good for that.
Well, I just did like a whole month of like just playing Sonic games, which is funny because there's this one guy called Bannis something or other who would literally come to like every time they would sub, they'd be like, "When's Summer of Sonic? When's Summer of Sonic?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I've not seen the guy in 2 years, and I've finally done it, albeit not in summer. I hope he sees it, because, it's there. Like, we played Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, Forces, Generations, Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2. We even played Heroes. I don't want to get...
I love Heroes as a kid, nostalgia-wise. I tried getting it... What emulator have you been using for your stream?
Dolphin.
I haven't been using Dolphin. Isn't Dolphin just for Wii?
What the hell are you using?
Or does Dolphin work with PS2?
No. Dolphin's GameCube.
Yeah, I've been using PCSX2 or whatever it's called, and it works fine. But my problem is, and I don't know whether I need to look. I've been trying to look into the video settings on it, but it's like the game just shunts every now and again. Like either just sort of like a split second, or it will literally just pause for like 4 or 5 seconds. It's like,
it might just be like a compatibility thing, or maybe the settings. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of
weird.
Awkward.
But I did Shadow the Hedgehog. That was ooh.
I did that too, and like it kind of turns like a Zelda game, doesn't it? Like that's the weird thing. Like it becomes more about the puzzles and going back and forth rather than like just going fast. I mean, I like it more than Heroes, which is probably gonna upset some people, but I mean, I don't like Heroes. I couldn't even beat it. I go to like the castle level, and I was like, I don't want to live anymore.
I remember being stuck on that for ages when I first played it. Yeah. But
it's got good music.
Yeah, I was literally about to say the one thing you can agree on, regardless of Sonic game, even with Forces, it's just full of bangers. Like they know.
I don't know about Forces, Chief. I don't know about that one.
Not all of them, but there are some pretty good ones in Forces. I like.
I couldn't stand it. Like they kept having someone singing, and it's like, what the hell's going on?
The singing tracks are a bit weird. They are a bit weird.
It's like it's sensory overload. It's like, what the?
Have you listened to the full
on?
Infinite theme, like the 4-minute one?
No.
It is literally like it is just depression. Like one of the lines. Oh my god! Because I remember my mates saying to take the mick out of it for age. What was the line? It was something ridiculously edgy. What was it? Oh my god! I need to try and remember it.
I don't know.
If you're messing with me. That was it. If you're messing with me, I am a dangerous weapon. I am the sharpest of blades. I'll cut you down in a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that like, whoa. Like, okay.
It was just a
I have just remembered a stream that was pretty funny. This was actually pretty recent. I just wanted to play Cold War Zombies. You know, that's all I wanted to play.
Cold War Zombies is class.
And the servers were down. And
oh, yeah. And
yeah. I literally waited 3 hours on the flipping loading screen for it to work. And it never did. And people seem to love that one. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but... Sorry, if you hear some traffic, that's just outside, but... honestly, it's like... I don't know what was up with me that day. I just thought, 3 hours, I want to play the game. I thought 3 hours would be enough. Well, obviously I didn't want to wait 3 hours, but... Sunken cost fallacy, and it's like, nah, if we wait a bit longer, it will work out. No, it never worked out.
Yeah, I've seen the first hour or so of that. It's like, did he really spend 3 hours on the... And I was like, oh my god, Yeah, I just loved the way it kept counting down to 0. It wasn't like it said like an hour or something and you were just like waiting.
It was like 52 days or something. It's like, all right, if that's how long it takes, we'll wait. But that good old Firebase Z, you know, it's worth it.
Oh, I don't
know. Like, I wish I had more to say about this. Not to imply that like there's no streams that I remember a lot of streams. I just can't give them to you right now because my head is small. I'm just trying to think of like the iconic stuff, and it's like
honestly same. Like I could only pick.
Because I do so many. Like I do like what 5 a week, and it's like it just kind of. I mean, Fall Guys has been fun. I enjoy that.
I need to play that more. I've only streamed it the once when I first started doing Twitch, and I was not very good at it, and I got very angry at times. But I hate the one with the walls where you like push the blocks to climb over like a castle.
Oh yeah,
wall. That is like
Wall Guys.
Wall Guys. That is the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
I hate that one with a.
You'd love the new levels because you definitely get destroyed on them. I'll be honest.
I haven't won a match still. I still haven't won a game.
I haven't won one since last year.
I need
trying.
To win one. I need to win one.
I mean, I guess if I had go on.
No.
I guess like if we're talking like what's been a highlight for me, I don't know. I just think streaming in general is always a highlight.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
Like there's something that I can always take away from pretty much anything I play. I enjoy hanging out with the chat. Maybe if I don't even like the game that much, you know, I just enjoy being able to share an experience with other people who want to see me, and I respect all the support. I mean, it keeps me going. I mean, especially this past year or so. I mean, there's literally been nothing to do. Like
exactly
being able to have something that is both really fun to do, has a lot of community involved and is a source of income. I mean, what's better than that, Like, so, yeah, I guess, there are highlights, but also, just hanging out with the boys. That's a highlight too, just gaming, just playing those games. So,
recording podcasts, you might say.
That's a bit of a soppy response, but that's how it feels, so deal with it. No,
it's fair. I mean, like, I'm the same. I don't know why I started having a drink in the middle of a sentence. That wasn't very good timing. I was like, oh. I was like, I'm going to have a drink, but I'm going to start a sentence at the same time. I don't know why.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm kind of the same, like, picking out games. I mean, I particularly really like doing the Life is Strange games. I mean, like, that I adore those. And I'm not sure they'd really be something you'd like. I mean, I'd recommend them to you until, like, I'd stop breathing, because I adore those games to bits. But the second one they did, well, it was technically the third game, but the second, like, main one of the series, I'm just not a huge fan of. And I remember streaming on YouTube, and all that me and the chat did was just take the mick out of every single little detail that was wrong with it, to the point where, like, the overarching goal is that these two kids want to get to Mexico, to this place called Puerto Lobos, and we just had a counter for every time they said it because it got stupid. Like, every other sentence was, we got to get to Puerto Lobos, and it just got out of hand. So that
was a bit of bad writing, but there you go.
Yeah, the writing isn't even good in, like, the first couple, like, that I adore. Like, the first was, like, my favorite game ever. I adore it to death, and I'm so happy they're doing a remaster of it. Like, for context, my Discord profile picture is literally from the trailer for it. That's how excited I am.
Cool.
But there was those, and then also Doki Doki Literature Club was one that I thought was really fun to stream, because I'd already played the game and I already loved it, but streaming on YouTube, it got a really good response, and it also just had, like, a little bit of a sub-community in my Discord, so that was quite cool. Have you ever seen Doki Doki Literature Club?
Nope.
You've never... Right. I don't know whether it's something you'd be into. It's kind of like... How can I explain it without spoiling it? because it's
If
one
it's
of,
anime, probably not.
Right, this is the thing. It is an anime game, and it's done like a visual novel, but it is, but it's not. It's one of those things where I can't explain it to you without spoiling it. But if you have the chance, give it a go, because the first couple hours, it is kind of like a foolproof, like I think PewDiePie said it was like normie proof or something. But it's like the first 2 or 3 hours of the game. It's only like 5-ish hours long, but the first couple hours are completely normal with like hints that something's up, and then it just goes off the rails in the last couple. I can't spoil it, but if you want to give it a go, it is a free. Was it free or was it it was about £5, I think.
You getting paid for this? What's going on?
No, but it genuinely, because it is just like weird. It's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I like a game with like a twist.
Yeah, it's weird.
Trying to think of like, have I done anything like that recently? Maybe, kind of. Nah, not really, but you know, it's always fun. I mean,
World of Horror is one I've
think
seen you doing that I've not like. That seemed a bit out of left field.
Oh, that's good, but damn, where is the update? The guy said there'd be an update before Christmas. I mean, at this point, it will be before Christmas of this year. Holy crap. It is just like, I wish it got a date because I love it. I think the presentation's good. It's one of the, basically my favorite game of last year. But I just can't really play it now because I've kind of done everything, you know? There's nothing new.
Yeah, I've there's not been a lot of good games releasing recently. I mean, I keep making jokes about the fact that, like, out of all the games coming out this year, one of the ones I'm most excited for is a Lego game. Like, when that's the point you're at, you know,
I got
there's
delayed,
not a lot.
by the way.
Yes, it got delayed as of yesterday, and
Yeah.
I'm like, fantastic. Like, we haven't had enough of delays at this point.
Yeah, everything just gets delayed.
I love that everyone was like replying with like a quote from some guy from Nintendo being like, a rushed game is forever bad, but a delayed game is forever good. And then all the replies now just say Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that's just not true. I don't think delays are just a positive thing.
No.
Like, they normally mean that there's been such mismanagement that the deadline can't be met.
Yeah,
And
it
what you're going
me.
to get might just be a mess, you know? Like, I think when a game is delayed so much, it kind of shows, storms are brewing, you know,
Yeah.
like something's going wrong.
Like, literally this year, all I can think of that was coming out was Hitman 3, which has already been and gone. There's a Doctor Who game coming out on consoles that I'm excited for, a Lego game, and now the new Life is Strange and the remasters. That's literally it this year I can think of.
I can't really think of that kind of thing. I don't know. I mean,
But I used
more
to
just
count
wait
down
for
so many
updates.
games. That was the thing.
Yeah.
There used to be so many that would come out, and I'd be like, oh, there's going to be this in March, and this in July, and whatever, and I'd get so excited. Now it's like, I guess COD's coming out in November. Oh, okay, cool. I'll play
well,
that.
hey!
Thankfully,
Here we
Cold
go
War
again.
I've liked a lot more. I haven't finished the campaign yet. I did start it. I haven't finished it. Been enjoying that. The multiplayer is... It's alright. I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
It had potential, but like I don't think it's gonna get fixed. Like it's just
Yeah.
gonna be like that for the whole game now until like the last month, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this was the best. We didn't realize it yet." I just play Nuketown and just blast some Charlie
that's literally
XCX
what I
and
do.
just try and zone out. You know, like that's what I do.
Yeah, and then but zombies is just that is a different level. I love the zombies in that game. Like it's on par with Black Ops 3 almost. They need to do a couple more good maps to make it like definitely as good because it's so different. But I'm not sure about Outbreak still.
I'm a fan of it. I like it.
I like
it's a different
it, but
thing. It's just it's not going to scratch that
weird.
itch, you know.
Yeah, it's multiplayer. It keeps crashing with my mates. Might just be an Xbox thing, but we like none of my mates can stay connected.
Oh,
after,
it is
like,
not
the
just an
loading screen
Xbox thing. That happens on PC.
Ah, great. Well, there you go.
Probably more on PC, to be honest. At least for me, I get so many crashes.
It's what happens when you have a loading screen in between each round. Like it's just like ugh.
That was a bit of a letdown. I thought it was going to be like, oh, it's going to be so smooth. It's like, oh, you're just loading another map.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
we
like
get
you're
it.
going into the next mission. It's like, oh, come on, what? It's weird. It is weird.
I will say, like, speaking of COD, like, I actually did, like, a couple of weeks where I played, like, a couple of COD campaigns. They were pretty fun. Like, I was basically, like, bunny hopping through, like, COD 4 the entire time. Shoutouts to Modern Warfare 2. That game is actually, like, really good. That is a lot better than I thought it would be on the campaign. I never played it till now.
Oh, really? Oh, it's such a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I love that.
I think people overrated Black Ops 1 a bit. Like, I didn't enjoy that as much. I like 2 more.
I haven't played the Black Ops campaigns. Gotta be real with you.
Oof. Well, maybe that's an idea for you, you know?
Yeah, I might do, because the problem I did was with Black Ops 1, I remember seeing, like, the cheat terminal you could do in story mode, and I unlocked, like, a bunch of stuff, and then I think I must have typed something in that unlocked, like, all the campaign missions. So I just played, like, the numbers one, and then the last mission. I was like, these are cool. Don't remember anything from it, like, I was like, these are cool. I remember the Cuba, and then Thingy putting his glasses on.
Cuba.
I remember that, Cuba. But I do need to play through, because Black Ops 2 in particular, I know has got a lot of, like, people that love it. Black Ops 3, Tringo Boom, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Tringo
No,
Boom.
I just feel like with Black Ops 1, like, I like the story. I just think the missions were just really, like... Is that a word, laborious or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of effort, and you have the same guns. AK or KS-23. It literally drove me insane when I was playing it. Oh, my God. Like, just give me a different gun. All you hear is of the same gun sound. It's giving me a headache.
A lot of them are very similar to Black Ops 1. I'm one of the people who loved Advanced Warfare. I'm in such a tiny camp for that. And I know Kevin Spacey, it's a bit like there, but if you like put that aside, his performance in the campaign was fantastic, and just that story, I think it's probably because it was the first campaign, the first COD I got that was like, you know, the current one, like online and stuff, because I didn't have like proper internet access to like 2014, where I like unlimited data.
I had some like bootleg, like I bought the game, but it was like a Russian version of the game. Like, I didn't know what was going on, but I still managed to play it. And I was like, yes, it's good. It's a good game.
It's a good game. Yes,
it's a good game. Da.
Oh my god. But yeah, I really liked that campaign. I thought that was really, really good.
I was never a campaign guy. Like I just went straight into the multiplayer most of the time.
I played the campaigns before I had instant access because it was pretty much all I could do. But after that, I mean, I didn't play much of Black Ops 3s for obvious reasons. What was after Black Ops 3? Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare was really good. That was a surprise considering the rest of the game was the campaign was really solid.
It just kind of got stale. Like, oh, we're flying around again. We've got
I think
spacesuits.
I think the problem with it was that it was very clear the effort and the design went into the campaign, and they were kind of like, hey, multiplayer and zombies, you guys liked Black Ops 3, we'll just do more of that. And it just wasn't as good. But the campaign, like, if you haven't played the campaign for Infinite Warfare, that is worth the time. That was good fun.
If I ever do that sort of thing again, it's going to be like World at War.
Yeah, those are the ones that like
CODs,
have love. Yeah,
Infinite Warfare.
What came out after Infinite Warfare? World War 2, wasn't it?
I thought it was Black Ops 4.
Oh yeah, I think
maybe
it was.
Right.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. World War 2, I've not played the campaign
COD
for.
is just like you'd be here all day.
Yeah, Black Ops 4 was a train wreck, and then Modern Warfare's
train go boom.
Yeah, it was indeed.
He warned us.
Oh my god, he did. He did warn us. Oh no. Modern Warfare 2019's campaign was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. I kind of
liked how Captain Price looked. He looked really funny at times, like that little smug face. Like
he did.
So don't complicate it. The bloody powder.
I like that they're trying to set up like an alternate universe at the same kind of like campaign events in a bit. Like I'm interested to see where that goes in the next one. And then
it's just all about Verdansk now, isn't it? Though, like they're just messing around in Verdansk for some fucking reason. Like, can they go and do something else?
Whatever. Aren't they changing islands soon? Like they're getting rid of Verdansk.
Something like that. I don't know. That was the rumor. I don't know what's going on. They've been saying it were getting nuked for like a year now, so I'll believe it when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I've started playing Warzone a little bit more now, so I might get into it and see what happens when they do that. But yeah, and then
hopefully you gotta like make use of that disk space that it takes up. It's like.
See, I'm lucky because I've got
gigs.
like 6 terabytes on my Xbox, so I've got like tons of space for that stuff. Like the only stuff that needs to be in a specific place is that with the Series X, they're crafty beggars because they were like, you can buy a 1 terabyte Series X and you can buy like our own special 1 terabyte expansion. It's like 250 quid. And I was like, I'm not buying that. That's ridiculous. So I bought like a 4 terabyte one for like 80 quid on Amazon. It was like a really good deal. And I went to plug that in and put the games in. It was like, no, you need to use special Xbox Series X storage for the Series X upgraded games. Ugh. And I'm like, oh, that's what you do. Okay.
That's so annoying.
It's so dumb.
Proprietary just bollocks. Like,
but like,
great.
There's
like,
not many games currently that have had the upgrade. So like right now I'm fine. There's like Cold War, there's the Avengers game, which I'm still playing when there's an update. The campaign stuff in that is great, but they have botched the updates on that because there's like 3 or 4 months between each thing. It's like you've got it. If you're gonna try and bring people back in, you can't have it be like half a year between updates. Like when they did the big event, like I was doing the IRL stream for the other week, the main thing I was watching it for was Life is Strange, but they were like, there's Tomb Raider, there's Avengers, I was like, well, watch it all. And they teased Black Panther in the Avengers, I was like, oh, he looks cool, and they went, coming late 2021. And I'm like, you're really going to release it that far away that you can't even give it a date, you know you're messing up. It's like, it's so stupid. But yeah,
they gave you a date because games that I've been, waiting for updates on these days, they unveil all these features and then they don't add them. And it's like, what? Like Siege, like they said, oh, we're going to add, like, you can, like, change your attacker in the prep phase. You can switch around your outfits with your elites. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I can't wait for this update. And then I go in and I'm like, where is it? It's not here. Where's it gone?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, well, I guess I just got my hopes up. Like, don't tell me then, like, just keep it on
don't tease me if you're not going to add it. Stupid, but yeah. So in conclusion, games, gaming. So last thing I want to basically just cover is what's next for the MarioInATopHat channel. Have you got any big plans to just keep streaming?
Sorry, I'm just laughing because when you sent me the question, I was thinking about this one, and it's like, what's next? It's like I don't know. I guess more of the same. Like I enjoy what I'm doing right now. I'm happy that everyone's enjoying the content. I mean, we got a great community on YouTube as well. Like I'll be honest, like on YouTube, y'all is still hanging around for me. I gotta respect that because I don't upload as much as I should. There's lots of reasons for that. I mean, it's just it's just like burnout. It's just like I don't really have any like big projects. Like I got like a couple, like of like little things that I will upload when I think of them. But I think the obvious one is like when there's like a game that really clicks with me. I mean, Payday 3.
Oh yeah, waiting for that one.
Had to clear my throat there. If they don't botch it, Almir, don't mess it up. I'm sure I can get into that and get the teeth into that.
I've got good hopes
streaming.
for it.
Yeah, streaming. That streaming is streaming. I love streaming. I mean, gotta be streaming. Always streaming. Stream. I just like saying the word stream.
Lots of streams.
No, but I mean, I do that like 5 times a week. You can check it out if you want. If you don't, no problem. I understand if it's not your thing, but for everybody who does, I really appreciate you. I keep doing that because it's the hustle as well. Like your boys gotta pay rent.
Exactly.
But, so more streams, more content. Still, like I like upload like a video like nearly every day. It's just I know you're like, oh, don't delete it. It's like that's just how it be, Like I do upload them separately on occasion. I think stream announcements volume, what is it, on 18 now or something like that?
That'll
be coming soon. So you've got that on camera or on mic, so that'll be happening.
Oh, fantastic.
And apart from that, I mean, I don't know, I want to hit 200k, so I'm probably gonna have to do a bit more effort.
What do you want
to be
now?
honest, it's like 180, I think.
180. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 181. Damn. I imagine we're getting so close to 200K.
If I can keep up the pace, I want to hit that 200k. I'm gonna do a face cam stream. It's gonna be a mess. Can't wait. But yeah, I mean, what's next for me? I mean, just doing what I always do, trying to improve, and just hanging out and trying to be excellent to each other. So there you go. I mean, whatever. Thanks for hanging about. Thanks for sticking with me for God knows how many years. I mean, I know some people who've been watching my content for like 7, 8. Like, damn, okay.
Mental. I wonder if there is anyone who's still watching you from Crime Party. There's got to be I
certainly hope not.
There's got to be like one person who saw Crime Party, and maybe not when it came out, but not long after, and is now still watching you now. And I really hope there is just one person, because that would be wild if there was.
I don't think so. But hey, if you're out there, let's go buy a beer, whatever, let's do it. I'm down.
Reminiscing the good times.
Yeah, apart from that, just trying to stay mentally healthy, because this quarantine do be hidden. Let me tell you, I'm sure it's the same for you. It's just like, oof. We're getting there, getting that vaccine,
Exactly. That's why I was doing the podcast. That was one of the reasons. I was like, I wanted to do a podcast for ages. I was like, hey, we're all locked inside. No better time to do it. And
well, you're welcome. I mean, like I said, for this kind of thing, for me, it was just like, it's not a personal thing. It's just like when someone asks me, like, oh, what, how are you doing? What, talk about yourself. It's hard, but I did it. We did it.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, mate.
Thank you. I'll cheers to that. Excellent.
Oh no, I'm just glad you came on. It's a good time. I wanted to make sure, because I was going to ask you, I think it was the first season, but I don't think we'd started speaking then, because I think I finished. I think I finished the first season after we'd started talking, but I think by that point I already got the last few people booked. If I remember correctly. I don't know, whatever. But afterwards I was like, no, if I do a second season, I'm going to ask you on it. I want you on it.
Hopefully it's been worth the wait. Probably maybe not. I don't know. You decide in the comments below.
In the comments below, let us know what you think about this and about Crime Party, because I'm just making
probably won't
now.
Read it. If it's a Crime Party.
Honestly.
That's gonna get deleted. That's gone now.
I'm gonna download it then before you do. Done. Easy.
You better be quick.
I'm doing it. I'm literally gonna do it right now while I'm on the call. Easy.
I always say I'm gonna delete a video, but I don't. Apart from Bile Nuts.
Yeah, what was the deal? Bile Nuts. There's our conclusion.
Well, I can tell you what the video was. It was me just playing Payday 2 on like Big Oil day 2. Like somebody put the bag in the plane or the helicopter, and then Bile just went, and that was the video.
That's a great video.
Like I don't know why he made that noise. I just thought it sounded like he was nutting, so that's why it's called Bile Nuts. And like I said before, I got rid of it because I just didn't think it was that funny. That's it. Like I saw the video in the morning, I was like, I don't really want this video here.
And now everyone wants it back.
Well, it's gone. Sorry.
You've just broken everyone's hearts.
Oh well, it won't be the first time. Quake Champions video.
Quake. Yeah. He was saying about that. Oh god, fantastic. But yeah, so keep it on streaming. I mean, I'm relatively new to Twitch, but I've been really liking it. I think it's been good.
I think it's a bit more approachable for like a newcomer now. I mean, they got that whole like system in place to like show you what to do next to get like partner and stuff like that. I mean, when I was partnered, it was like it was like some outdated like form that said you to on average get this, get that. I mean, when I was saying about respect to Payday 2, I mean without Payday 2 I wouldn't even be partnered, so I wouldn't be here right now. Yeah. Any of that. So thank you, Payday. Very cool. What's the name of the game?
Hey, when you get yours, I want mine in it as well. At this point,
Just put on the spoon. I'll take it.
let's just start a revolt. Assemble everyone who hasn't had a name. You, me, get anyone else you can think of. Throw us all in. Done. Easy. They can't
Well, they
stop.
had Senator MarioInATopHat was in one of the trailers, which I don't even know why, but
Wait, seriously?
yes.
I haven't
like-
seen that.
Yeah, well, that's what it was like a DLC trailer. Like, why would you really be binge watching those?
No, yeah. I mean, I've got all the live action ones, like, actually had stuff in, because when I've done, like, live action edits and stuff for trailers in the past. So I, like, know the actual
Well, like
main
the web
trailers
series.
quite well. Yeah, web series, live action stuff, all sorts of those. Like, I've done edits, like, in the style, like, Avengers
Drug
and
dealers.
Star Wars and
Thugs.
stuff.
And drug dealers. I actually don't
Oh.
even know the real quote. I don't actually know what he says.
Your two great videos, the only two. What was the
YouTube
first one?
poops.
The first one was
Dallas's Bad Day.
Dallas's Bad Day and then Dallas's Grand Pay. That was it. Color printers.
Yeah, that flipping song that I put in was so funny because I was just like teasing everybody with it because it was at the start of Dallas's Grand Pay.
Grand Pay, yeah, was medic
Such a medic bag I needed. I just thought it sounded funny, like just the original lyrics, but having it the medic bag. That has a lot of views. Okay, appreciate it. That was annoying to make as well, but there you go.
Yeah, I can imagine
Everything worth making is hard to make. Let's be honest.
Unless it's Bank Heist 101.
Yeah.
That was worth making for
was
embarrassment.
that worth
no,
making?
actually, yeah, it wasn't
I
worth
don't even
making
know,
at all, actually.
I
Yeah,
was going to say, still kind of proves the point. Like, there's too much effort in there. Just one bank heist on very hard, call it a day. Woo, I'm beat. Woo-wee. Gotta sit down.
Oh, I think back then I just didn't care. I was like, hey, I'm just going to upload whatever I feel like, and then I was just like, okay, let's
That's
just
a
do
good
this one
start.
heist.
That's how I started.
That's what I want to. I've been trying to get back to now. Like, even like the other day, uploading my reaction to the True Colors Life is Strange reveal, and I was like for ages before, I've been like, you know what? I don't really think I should upload this. It's not going to do well. Why should I upload it? And I'm like, you got to just stop being like that, because I used to be a variety YouTuber before I started the Payday 2 stuff, and I'm like,
well, that's what I mean about YouTube now. It's kind of like it's
Yeah,
just
you
not
got-
very friendly to doing different stuff. Like you
No,
have
it's
to
not.
like hammer down one form of content, otherwise you don't get recommended. Because the way it works, you click one video from a guy, you get in like a series of videos. So I don't know if that would complement that kind of thing, but still, you should do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Don't ever make something that you feel like I need to make this, otherwise no view. Because it's people gonna know it's a thing.
exactly.
So it's not worth doing.
But taking stuff off Twitch is quite nice as well. Like recording an achievement or something live on stream, I just have to clip it and put it on YouTube. It's like, job done, easy. I like that
Those are
stuff.
good.
I like
Yeah,
that. That's
I like
good.
Twitch. Fun.
Yeah, Twitch is good. Twitch is good. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you about. So I'm gonna give you a great big chance now to be a huge sellout. So any and all social accounts, whatever you want to. I mean, you pretty much kind of done it already, but I'm just gonna give you a couple chance now.
I don't know.
Go.
Twitch, MarioInATopHat, YouTube, MarioInATopHat. PayPal me $1,000. Shoutouts to Angus Burgers. Shoutouts to Mech, best mod on the planet. VOD channel if you want to catch up on any streams. MarioInATopHat VOD channel. What's the other thing? Discord. What is it? Discord.gg / Scrungo Squad, I think. Oh,
Is
crap.
it? Wait, hang on.
Let me
Can
have
I
a
check
look at
that
this.
right
Hold
now?
on.
Or how does it work?
I can check right now.
Yeah, go on.
I have
see
to
if you
change it because some guy would not stop joining after I banned them. You got to do it to him, All right. Streamer mode enabled. Oh, God damn it. Scrungo Zone. Don't go to Scrungo Squad. I don't know who that is.
Actually, last thing, what started the Scrungo thing? Because I wanted to ask you about this. Where did that come from?
This is an image of a dog in a sweater that I think is really funny.
So you came up with Scrungo as a name.
So there was this image that was like, there was like a cat called like, I think it was just like Chungo or something like that, and there was a dog called Scrungus, which is the sweater dog. And I guess I got it mixed up in my head that the dog was called Scrungo. And I don't know, there was this guy who used to watch my stuff who said, like, I think it was just like in passing, he said, you should make that dog your mascot. And what's funny is that guy, like, he left like the community for reasons. Like, I've not seen him in years. But that's literally where I got the idea. Like, this guy said, and I thought about it, it's like, that's a good idea, because I didn't really have any branding,
Yeah.
So I got the branding, and bam, we got Scrungo. Now it's everywhere, So, and yeah, the name of the dog, I mean, I think it was Scrungus initially, but Scrungo's a better name. Whatever.
Yeah, you got Scrungo coins, you got everything. It rolls off the tongue. Scrungo fan 69, everything.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to shout out anything else, do I? I mean, let me have a think. I don't know.
think
Just
so.
keep doing what you're doing. You know, if you enjoyed this, thank you. Sub to Troy, I guess.
Thanks.
I guess.
On Twitch, yeah. I guess. What do you mean you guess?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. You know,
I'm still waiting for my VIP badge, bitch.
You still went to get unblocked. Oh, God, what? I forgot to do that, actually.
Should we tell that one last story?
Well, it's not really a story, is it?
Well, it's a little bit, yeah, because I remember, I think... Yeah, I
don't know how to turn it off.
Stream.
I kept getting whispered.
It was the whisper thing, yeah. I saw that I could whisper to you, and I was like, if I do that, is it going to appear on screen?
Yeah, so I did the normal thing, which is blocking them, and, you know, my life's been better ever since, so...
I'm surprised you still agreed to come on here.
Only because I got billions. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Yeah, just take care of yourselves and all that good stuff, and drink water. Shout outs to water, that's very good.
Shout outs to water, indeed. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming on. It's been a good time.
Excellent. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.